And obviously, we are playing better, but Notre Dame comes in 25th ranked in the country and in the coaches poll, and they're first place in the ACC. And just because Bonzi's not playing, and I know Coach Bray yesterday said in the teleconference that Farrell's not playing, they're still really, really good. You don't go to win at Syracuse without being really good, and they didn't have either one of those players. I mean, trust me, I know how hard it is to win at Syracuse. Everybody knows how hard it is to win there. So this is going to be a very great challenge for us. It's not going to, obviously, we're going to have to play really, really well, but we just got to continue to get better. We have gotten better, and we just got to continue to get better. Georgia Tech fans, alumni, students, my bosses, media, everyone wants to make sure that we are getting better. I can tell you since post-Christmas we have improved and gotten better.
When you look at the game up at South Bend, you look at a few things like the 16-0, the foul shots, you look at Lammers and Josh not shooting well. You probably have to think if we take care of business.
A few things. One, we were up 28-21. AD has that block on Colson at the end of the half, and he takes it from us on an offensive rebound. Brandon Alston tried to box him out with his arm. Bonzi got the ball and got it within 5 points in the first play of the second half. Farrell drove it, kicked to Gibbs with the slot three. So what I would tell you is, we had 9 offensive rebounds. They had 13, but they scored 16 points off of their offensive rebounds. We scored 0. We missed a lot of layups. Ben did not play well. Josh did not play well, which is a credit to Notre Dame. Bonzi had a great game against us. I think Farrell's really, really good. But and then with all that being said, we really valued and took care of the ball that game. But if we had made our free throws, I'm not saying we would have won the game, but it would have been a one-possession game, either direction. And I'm just telling you, the whole key for us to have success is do not turn the ball over. Value the ball. Don't turn that sucker over. You cannot turn the ball over. And then you got to get to the free throw line and make your free throws.
When you look at also at Notre Dame, you talk about, when players get their chance, they have to take advantage of it and step up, if somebody else is out. That Syracuse game for Notre Dame was a good example of that, and I imagine Gibbs is a guy you're going to...
Gibbs is really good. With Farrell and Colson or without Farrell and Colson, Gibbs is a really good player. They plus 15 them on the glass. They flat out rebounded the heck out of the ball. And that, if you look at... I think they've rebounded 50% of their misses this year, or at least in ACC play. I think they're the leading rebounding team or offensive rebounding team in the ACC. So we're going to have to do a great job. They were playing volleyball with the ball against Syracuse. We're going to have to really rebound the ball and limit them to one shot, which is not an easy thing to do against them. So, this just gives us our next opportunity, and we got, 17 guaranteed ACC games left, and including the first game of the tournament. So, we just got to keep getting better.
Besides the obvious guys rebounding, is that where guys like Tadrick and Josh come in?
Yeah, guard rebounding, I've always been a big believer in that. And Tadrick has been at his best as of this lately of his defensive rebounding, and I'm proud of him for that.
You mentioned free throw shooting. Josh has already matched the season lead in free throw attempts despite missing games earlier in the year. Just talk about his aggression and his ability to draw fouls. And
I think it's a credit to his mentality, his will. That think about it, the guy drives the ball. His finger, the bone was going one direction, where it's not. The good Lord didn't make it for that way. And he saw it, I saw it, we all saw it. And then when I went to the hospital, and the bone, was actually out of the skin. Now, thank God for doctors. The doctor there was able to put it back in. It was a really good doctor. He's a Tennessee fan, by the way, and I did offer him Tennessee tickets to our game, because he did such a good job. But it was not natural or normal how the good Lord made the human skeleton built. So, but for him to come back, usually people takes a while for them to be mentally aggressive because of the injury. They're scared of getting re-injured. He's just gone right 2 feet in, basically, going right back to who he was, attacking the basket. That's a credit to him.
Is it something that you can teach, or is it something that you just guys that you can tell at the high school level we're just going to draw fouls at the next level?
You can teach them certain things about how to make layups. Like he's got to be better at finishing around the hoop and getting more and ones, and but he has that aggressiveness now. But again, shot selection is really important. He just can't be going up there and shooting a hope shot. Versus Notre Dame, he shot a lot of hope shots. Hope shots get you beat. They've got to be sound, fundamental. The right shot is an important part including attacking the basket.
The defensive rebounding against Notre Dame up there, what was not sufficient? Like, what were you doing?
Well, Ken, it wasn't, I mean, first of all, a lot of it was Bonzi Colson,
Right.
who's, player, I think was he picked player, he was picked player of the year, right, preseason in the league? So, and there's a reason for that. But it's not, did that hurt us because they had 13? Yes. What really hurt us is we had 9 and they were point blank to the rim and we missed every single one.
Yeah.
We get 6 points out of those. I mean, it's, that was more than what they did because they did. They hurt us on that. But we had 0 because, out of our 9, we had 18 points we could have had. And out of those 18, we get 0.
Right.
So even if we got 6 or 8, and you might win the game.
Right.
So yes, that was a problem what they did, and part of it was Bonzi Colson was just so good. There's also a problem that we missed every point blank layup that you could think of, especially on the second chances.
What do you do to correct something like that? I mean,
Well, we got to keep getting better. I mean, we were better the last 2 days at finishing, or last 2 games, Miami and Yale. But you just got to keep practicing it, showing it, and guys just got to take their time. Don't rush stuff, and you have to embrace contact and got to concentrate with your eyes and elbows and finish and you got to finish it. Can't miss those.
AD had a nice game against Yale. Are you looking for consistency from him? Is that?
Yeah, he's got to be consistent. How he played against Yale is how he's got to play, even moving forward versus Notre Dame and beyond.
It's funny with him, like, it was 3 or 4 games, like maybe the Georgia game was, you said, okay, he's a backup center now, and now you've kind of swung back.
Well, he's earned it. I mean, if I was trying to find out with Moses and Evan, who I still
Right.
believe are going to be really good, it's just AD has separated himself based on his defense. He's played so well defensively. He has separated himself on those positions. We have some separation now in our rotation.
Has it really been in that time, though?
Yeah. And maybe, and again, Ken, he's maybe gotten a little more time than the other guys. He's got a chance, but he took advantage of it.
And of course, in the game against Yale, he wasn't in foul trouble, so you were able to play him the minutes.
Yeah, well, that's part of his development. You got to stop fouling. Defend without fouling.